I'm Carolyn Haynie.
And I'm Sue Groves.
I'm Denise Groves.
Hi, so Marilyn Monroe is a woman that has lots of quotes, and she is very good at inspiring young women, and so I chose give a girl the right pair of shoes and she will conquer the world, and I like that because what girl doesn't like shoes? The sources that I use for this PowerPoint to help get more information is bradyquote.com, goodreads.com. I interviewed my best friend Haynie. I used pictures from my apartment, from my Honduras mission trip, and from camp this summer. campozark.com, biblegateway.com, and chamberlain.edu. So howdy, I'm Carleigh Haynie, and I'm going to talk to y'all about 3 things that I think are important about me that I want y'all to know. 1, college has brought out my artistic side. 2, I love to work with kids. And 3, I want to be a nurse. Albert Einstein once said, I never made one of the discoveries through a process of rational thinking. And I like this because when talking about creativity, it's definitely not rational thinking. And that is what my artistic side is definitely creativity. In high school, I was not very artistic. I couldn't do cursive at all. I wasn't very good at painting canvases or anything. I interviewed my best friend Haley, and she said, Carleigh is so artistic. I remember in high school she had a hard time writing in cursive, but now she is so good at calligraphy and can basically copy anything she sees on Pinterest, which I like to pride myself in a little bit. My friends will give me tasks to copy things down for them, and they'll show me something, and I can freehand it pretty well, which I could not do before. Also, my mom is very artistic. She's really good at calligraphy, and so getting to have a mom that's good at that kind of taught me by watching her. And also, being a broke college student, I couldn't buy a lot of things for my apartment, so getting to make them out of things that I had around the house or buying old furniture and making it look brand new was something that I got to do with my mom because she's very good at it, and then I got to do on my own when she wasn't there. These are some of the things I've made, some paintings, admit one box for all of my tickets. And being artistic is pretty incomparable, but also is working with kids. And so the camp I worked at this summer, their mission statement is to provide an incomparable camp environment and experience for kids through a commitment to excellence in all that we do, while seeking to establish and deepen relationships with Jesus Christ. And that leads into my next point of that I love working with kids. Since I was 11, I've been babysitting, which to trust me with kids at 11, I have to be pretty good at it, I think. And I made about $5 an hour, which is nothing. And so also, you know, if you only get paid $5 an hour, you must love what you do. And I really loved watching kids. There were 4 of them. It was my mom's best friend's kids, and I got to watch them all the time, and that taught me responsibility, and I got to be in charge, which was fun. And so that was really great. And then also this past summer, I worked at a sports camp, Christian sports camp called Camp Ozark, and I was there for 6 weeks. I got to hang out with kids from the ages 11 to 14, and I got to teach them about Jesus. I got to coach them in sports. I got to just kind of help guide them through life, and that's my favorite age group because middle school, they're so easily molded and very influenced by the things around them, and they're coming into their bodies, and they're learning how to be friends and who they want to be in life, and I think it's so important to have someone that's wise and older to help guide them through that stage in life, and I wish I had someone that was like that when I was that age, so I really appreciate people that had those kind of people, and I wanted to be that for someone else, and so I really love kids. That age group I think is so important to help mold and bring into the world. And that leads into this quote from the Bible, is let all that you do be done in love, 1 Corinthians 16:14. And I love this verse because it applies not only to me working with kids, but also wanting to be a nurse. I love caring for people and helping them, and I think that nursing brings together all of those things. It ties in everything I love to do. When I was in high school, my sophomore year, I was in a health tech class where I had to research different professions in the medical field, and I chose CRNA, which is Certified Registered Nurse Anesthetist, mouthful, and that is what I decided I wanted to do and what I wanted to stick with, and to this day I still want to do it. Going into college, I decided I wanted to be an engineer because all my friends were doing it, and before school even started, I changed my major 4 times from physical therapy to kinesiology to engineering, and then I came back to nursing, and I knew that that's what the Lord wanted me to do, and that was what my goal in life was to be a nurse. and that's what I needed to do. So now I know for sure that being a nurse is something that's been placed on my heart. Also, my junior year going into my senior year, I went on a mission trip to Honduras. I not only worked in the community in a little village, but I also got to work in an orphanage and help build a school, and I also got to go to a hospital, which is the thing that stuck with me the most. The kids there, their parents couldn't leave them because if they did, they would be wards of the state, which is basically an orphan. And so parents would be there days, weeks on end without eating and working, and all they needed were $10 to pay for their medical expenses. And so these are $10 to us as pocket change, and things like that, medical care, we take so much for granted here in the United States. And so I really want to be a medical mission person in the future after nursing, because I think that it's so important to provide for a community that can't get that for themselves. And so that's something I really want to do with my life. And so like working with kids and in the community and being a nurse and loving Jesus, it all ties in together. And so that's really why I want to do that as a career. Here's some pictures from my mission trip, little kids, a girl from the hospital that was basically my mini-me. She was so cute. And I want to end on this quote: "They may never forget your name, but they will never forget the way you made them feel." And I love that because the way that you treat people and the way that you love on them is very important. And so in conclusion, I wanted y'all to know about me, that college is brought on my artistic side. I love working with kids, and I want to be a nurse when I'm older. Thank you.
Woo!
Yay!
Very nice.
Yay!